It was a typical sun-drenched afternoon in a quiet Florida neighborhood when something unusual caught the attention of a 12-year-old boy named Leo. As he walked past the heavy iron grate, a faint, desperate sound stopped him in his tracks. It was a sound most people would have ignored. Leo knelt on the hot pavement, pressing his ear to the ground. Somewhere deep within the shadows of the storm drain, something was alive and crying for help. He called out into the darkness, his voice echoing against the damp concrete walls below. His face etched with worry, he realized he couldn't just walk away. Peering through the narrow gaps, he saw a tiny movement in the muck. It was a life at stake, trapped in a place where no one could reach. The minutes stretched into hours. As the sun began its slow descent across the sky, Leo stayed right there, a silent guardian on the curb. Neighbors passed by, casting confused glances at the boy. Some stopped to ask what he was doing, suggesting he should go home as evening approached. But Leo's resolve was unshakable. He pointed toward the drain, explaining that someone was trapped and needed help. He refused to move until they were safe. His persistence finally paid off. His conviction was so strong that people began to listen, and soon the sound of help arriving echoed down the street. Rescue workers arrived with heavy tools, prepared to lift the massive iron lid. The air was thick with anticipation as the neighborhood gathered to watch. A rescuer reached deep into the wet, muddy darkness. For a moment, everything went silent as everyone held their breath, waiting for a sign of life. Then came the reveal. One by one, small, shivering bundles were lifted out. They weren't just kittens or a single stray dog. They were 5 tiny puppies. The crowd gasped in disbelief as the entire litter of 5 mixed-breed puppies was brought to the surface, covered in mud, but finally out of danger. Leo watched with a huge, relieved smile. His heart was full, knowing that his refusal to leave had saved these 5 innocent lives from certain tragedy. He reached out to hold one of the smallest ones, feeling its tiny heartbeat against his palm. A true bond was formed in that moment of rescue. In a world that often moves too fast to notice the small things, this 12-year-old boy reminded us all of the power of compassion and persistence. Leo's story is a beautiful reminder that heroes come in all sizes. Sometimes all it takes is one person who refuses to walk away. Let's celebrate the young hearts that make our world a kinder place. Share this story to inspire the hero in everyone you know.